We will never give up the fight for justice and dignity on the job. We will never rest until every working man and woman has the right to join a union. And we will always stand on the right side of history and against all forms of bigotry, hate, and discrimination.
Now, what we're trying to do as machinists is make sure that policy benefits working families. That policy benefits us at our jobs, job security, organizing, health care, pension security. We want the rules to be written for us, not just Wall Street.
That's why the Machinists Union holds its legislative conference every year on Capitol Hill.
From its inception, unions have been about finding the common purpose and uncommon strength in our fellow workers, regardless of what they look like, who they worship, or where they're from. Our shared challenge is to overcome these poisonous us against them politics.
Unions created the middle class, and now we're fighting for its survival. The lawmakers that spoke at the conference understand and fight for our issues.
We all have bills. We all have automobiles. We all got telephone bills. We all got cable bills. We all got bills that we got to pay. And it's union benefits, and it's union negotiations, and it's union jobs that help make paying bills in this country a lot easier.
The shipyards that build ships up in Bath Iron Works in Maine, which is a machinist shipyard, or the submarines in Groton, NASCO shipyard. Again, this is an essential component of America's manufacturing base.
Some Boeing executives came to my office to talk about airline safety. I handed them a letter asking these executives, asking them to remain neutral in the next time that there's an organizing drive in South Carolina.
Hey! Now, for those of you who are employed directly by the government, we were able to get you back pay. But you know what? For all those who work for contractors who work for the federal government, guys like me and what I used to do, you got screwed. They shut you down, didn't let you go to work, and now don't want to give you that back pay. That's unacceptable in this country.
7 presidential candidates spoke at the conference, courting the Machinists Union's votes, and it made national news.
When you're here at the Machinists Union, though, and this is a group that we have spent some time with before, it's all about walking the walk and proving that you're authentic here.
You've been frustrated by the people in Washington who prefer partisanship over getting anything done, by the people in Washington who are pushing right-to-work laws that should really be called right-to-freeload laws, because that's what it's about.
That's right.
When unions are strong, our economy is strong. When unions are strong, all workers are strong.
The Workplace Democracy Act provides that when a majority of workers in a bargaining union sign a card to join a union, they will have a union. End of discussion.
Company goes belly up, workers last in line. I got a bill that takes the worker in a bankruptcy, puts you first in line when the company closes.
You know, the generation of young Americans today is going to be the first generation ever in this country's history that does not do better than their parents. The decline in union membership in the United States of America is directly correlated to the decline in living standards for so many Americans. Because what I think people never understand about people in the labor movement, you all just don't fight for your own contracts, you fight for workers everywhere.
We also need to make sure that we're actually preparing the next generation for these jobs of the future. We need our workers to have access to the high-quality apprenticeship training that only unions offer today.
It's not by dividing people, it's by uniting them. It's not by pushing people down, it's by lifting people up. It's not about telling the world what you're against, it's about giving a compelling vision of what you're for.
The fighting machinists are for justice on the job, and we won't stop fighting until it's a reality. Our members will choose who our union endorses in 2020. Until then, we're keeping all eyes on who walks the talk. Tanya Hutchins, Machinist News Network, Washington, D.C.